So today's video, I'm once again going to be talking about myself. It's going to be about when I saw a ghost when I was a little kid. So I was living in this house that I remember very vividly. It was when most of my memories first started happening. I was with my mom, my dad, and my sister living there. And for my parents at least, not so much my sister, they were always kind of uneasy in the house. My dad especially heard things like people talking or like the radio on, cabinets opening and closing, just little stuff like that. But for me, I actually saw things. So I have two distinct memories from this time. That's how I know it was real, and I'm not just taking my parents' word for it that I said I was seeing dead people, because I actually remember it. First time that I ever said anything, and the first memory I have of it, near my front door in this home, I saw a couple, and they kind of looked like my parents. In my memory, it's kind of just like this old lady that looked like my mom who was leaning down and waving at me, like trying to get my attention. And she had on this floor-length blue dress, like covered in like red flowers. The guy I don't remember as much. I thought I just remembered him as some normal guy, but my mom ended up telling me that he is the dark man, which is my next memory. But what's spooky about this couple is how my parents knew that they were ghosts, is because I would keep going in and out of my parents' room and asking them like why they keep coming out there and bugging me, or why are they changing clothes. And it really freaked them out because they thought I was seeing real people and like someone was in the house. So they searched the whole house and no one was there. And they didn't really know what to think of it. They thought maybe I just had a big imagination. But that was only the first time that it happened, so obviously like they didn't immediately jump to the conclusion that the house was haunted. The other entity I saw, my parents called the Dark Man, but the memory I have of him, I was sitting on the floor. I was probably still in diapers, to be honest. So I look over and then there's suddenly a person standing in front of me, and they have big black boots and a huge black trench coat that goes to the floor. And every time I would see him, because I was small, I'd have to like start at his feet and I'd start looking up, but by the time I got to his face, he would like dissipate and turn to smoke like in the movies. And when I was young, I said that his face went off. And I guess I saw him more than I saw the other couple, and I saw this dark entity on the stairs to the second floor a lot. So there was one occasion that me and my mom were hanging out, and she told me to go get my sister from upstairs because that's where my sister's room was. And I love my sister, so I ran to go upstairs, and I guess on the first step, I just halted. My mom looked over because I was just kind of like looking at the stairs, like completely motionless, and she's like, "What you doing? Being creepy over there?" And I was like, "I don't want to go up there because that man's there." And my mom comes and looks because she's scared, like maybe my sister snuck a boy in or something. So she's standing between me and the stairs, and she's like, "Brianna, there's no one standing there." And I'm like, "Yes, he is. He's standing right behind you. He's looking over your shoulder at me." And this spooked her good. That would spook me now too if a kid said someone was standing right behind me. Ah! Another thing that happened often I also remember is I would wake up in the middle of the night and tell my mom, like, "Mom, I can't sleep because the little elves keep pushing me towards the ceiling." And she was like, "What kind of creepy shit are you saying now, kiddo?" What I was talking about is I would wake up and my nose would be like touching the ceiling, like I had left my body and I was up there. It would feel like little hands are picking me up at my bed and like moving me around. To me now it sounds like I was astral projecting, but who fucking knows? None of the stuff that really happened like terrified me as a kid because I didn't really know that it was something to be scared of. It was kind of just a thing that was happening. And that's what my parents didn't really worry about it too much, because it's not like I was running away crying or they were telling me to do bad things or anything. So I originally filmed this video and it was completely edited. It was ready to be uploaded, and I was looking for like little pictures of like dark figures to put in the thumbnail. And I stumbled upon this internet thing called the Hat Man. There's tons of articles, tons of videos on YouTube about this shadow person, specifically called the Hat Man. Now the dark man for my house that I was describing, it is the Hat Man. And I've gone my entire life not knowing other people have seen this entity. I thought it was just some guy in my house, but it's like an actual phenomenon going on in the world where people see this guy. However, most of the things that I saw, most of the encounters that I read about, people were seeing the Hat Man when they were like asleep or when they had sleep paralysis, like when they usually see shadow people. But I saw him when I was wide awake. Another difference is most people are absolutely terrified of him. And like I kind of mentioned before, I wasn't terrified of him. He kind of just made me feel uncomfortable because he was like this guy I didn't know. But guys, when I found out that other people have seen this guy, I lost my shit. And I actually found real life pictures of him that were kind of similar to what I saw. Probably not that big of a deal, but like what the fuck, how have I not even looked it up in my whole life? So yeah, I guess I was fucking haunted by the Hat Man. Whatever the fuck that means. So nothing as spooky has happened to me since. The next paranormal things that happened in my life I've touched on in another video, so you can definitely go watch that there. If you've ever seen dead people when you were a kid, or if you know any stories about the Hat Man, definitely comment below or message me. Follow me on social media, share this video, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and stay woke. Bye!